Had no need to fight tonight.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the Season 8 patch notes for Call of Duty Mobile that just came out. And I think it's about like 5 or 6 days away from the release of the new season, and the patch notes are normally released about 3 days before. However, for some reason we've got them early this time, and yeah, I just decided to make a video as soon as possible, so we're getting an early upload today. But yeah, basically, just before we get into it, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already, and also make sure to go ahead and join my Discord server. I'll be linking that in the description down below. Alright, so obviously you got to give a shout out to Leakers on Duty. Join their Discord server, discord.gg/nicecat, because they were the ones who actually provided these details. But yeah, basically if we take a look at multiplayer, we're going to be getting adjustments to the semi-auto AR, so like the CR56 AMAX, and also like for example the ASVAL. So yeah, semi-auto AR slightly adjusted is semi-auto AR conversion range profiles and adjusted arm damage. It will basically require a player to have high accuracy, but it will keep low recoil. So by accurately placing their shots on the head or the chest or the arms, players will be able to easily two-tap. So this sounds like a bit of a buff to me, and I think that we'll start seeing guns like the CR56 and possibly the ASVAL being used a lot more. So taking a look here at the buff for the ASVAL SPP FMJ rounds, so this is the 15 round that you get for the ASVAL. We're going to be getting increased damage and range for the first damage drop off phase, so that's pretty good. So that means that you'll be able to two-shot a lot more, even at longer ranges now. We're going to be getting decreased second and third damage ranges, damage and range. So basically, it's going to be more viable at close and medium ranges. However, once you get to those really long ranges, then it's going to be pretty hard to use. And also, the recoil has been slightly increased. The adjusted SPP round will have a better two-shot hitbox compared to the AMAX, but will be limited by shorter ranges and distinct bullet velocity, so that will also make it harder to control. And if we take a look at the adjusted range and damage, 46 damage up to 15 meters has been converted to 48, 45 to 50 has been converted to 44 damage to 38. So obviously, as you go up the list in terms of ranges, then the damage has sort of dropped. However, as you can see, the close range damage of 48 has increased, from 15 meters to 25 meters, and it's also gone up by 2. So yeah, and the fire interval has gone from 300% to plus 200%. There's also slightly increased vertical recoil, slightly increased hit flinch, and slightly increased camera shake when firing. And taking a look at the semi-auto sniper rifles and marksman rifles, we will be getting adjusted hitbox lethality, decreased hit flinch, and due to higher inherent aim sway compared to semi-auto ARs, it will have better range as compensation. Such gun can easily differentiate based on fire interval and recoil. So we've got a buff over here for the SKS, which will get faster fire, or the fastest fire rate amongst all semi-auto sniper rifles or marksman rifles. We'll also be getting increased two-shot lethality hitbox, decreased recoil instability, recoil and hit flinch, and this will decrease the difficulty for controlling this gun. For the upper arm, the damage will be increased from 48 to 54 damage, and there's also going to be slightly decreased vertical recoil, slightly increased recoil stability, slightly decreased hit flinch, and slightly decreased camera shake when firing. Moving on to the next gun, the M21. This is the slowest fire rate semi-auto sniper, but has the ability to shoot two-shot the whole body. But after the adjustments, it's going to have the capability to two-shot through walls as well. Instead of being 60 damage up to 62 meters, we're getting a massive damage increase of 91 damage up to 65 meters. That's pretty big. And then from 55 damage beyond 62 meters, we're getting 71. But let's be real, you're not really going to be taking any gunfights at those ranges. Also, we've got decreased vertical recoil, decreased hit flinch. Yeah, that's about it for the M21. For the XPR, we've got, this is like a moderate fire rate semi-auto sniper, which has the ability to two-shot the whole body and have one-shot upper chest head when using stop and power magazine. So the range is going from 62 meters to 50 meters, and there's going to be decreased vertical recoil and decreased hit flinch. So I think that's sort of a bit of a nerf there on the XPR. Alright, so moving on to BR, I don't really play BR that much on this channel, and I don't really play much like in my spare time as well. So I know a couple of you guys will probably play BR, so I'll probably just leave the stuff on screen for a couple seconds, and you guys can take a screenshot and read it in your own time. Also, the Rytech AMR is going to be getting slightly increased reserve ammo, slightly increased movement speed, slightly increased weapon swapping speed, and adjusted both the thermite and explosive ammo. So this looks like it's going to be getting a bit of a buff, which is pretty good. The base reserve ammo is going to go from 15 to 25, which is that's pretty decent. And then the increased raise speed from 1 second to 0.8 seconds, and obviously slightly increased movement speed. For the thermite and explosive ammo, reserve ammo goes from 10 to 20, and reduced ADS speed cost goes from 25% to 15%. Okay, so taking a look here, we've got the HE40. So theoretically, the HE40, the close range time to kill is 270 ms, which is slightly below current version meta weapons. Also, the theoretical time to kill requires players to hit upper body shots 3 times, and the lateral recoil makes it harder to aim properly, which makes the HE40 unable to achieve its potential time to kill, and works worse than it's supposed to be compared to on paper. So the increased leg damage, players can now achieve 4-shot kills with just 1 upper body shot. And we're also getting some damage increases. So hand damage is going to be going from 26 to 28, and leg damage is going to go from 23 to 24. So hopefully this makes the HE40 good again. We'll have to test it out when the new season arrives, but looking pretty good. And finally, the very last thing we've got for the patch notes is the PDW, which is a fast fire rate and easy to control SMG, but when accurately shooting headshots, chest, and all lethal parts doesn't give any rewards, it makes it unable to keep up with the current meta. However, we're going to be getting increased headshot and certain body parts damage in order to suit the current meta. So the headshot damage is going to be increased from 29 to 32, and the chest damage is going to be increased from 27 to 29. Hopefully we see the PDW in the meta, because I think like in all of Call of Duty Mobile's history, it's only had about like 1 week, 2 weeks to shine, and then it's just died down again. So hopefully the PDW comes in the meta, but I don't really see any nerfs to any of the Holger, AS Val, all that type of stuff. I don't really see any nerfs here. So maybe these aren't final. I'm pretty sure these are final though, but that's weird. I think we're just not getting that much of a meta change this season. So I guess we'll still be dealing with all those Holgers and everything like that. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think of this new update coming and the patch notes. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.